AVISTRAT, the Airspace and Aviation Infrastructure Strategy of Switzerland. The demands placed on the airspace and the accompanying aviation infrastructure in Switzerland have grown over recent decades. For this reason, the regulation of the airspace and the infrastructure has been repeatedly modified, but only on an incremental basis. Increasing airspace violations and capacity bottlenecks at the airports have shown that these changes have not succeeded in resolving all the problems. The fact is that flying in the Swiss airspace has become more challenging. Firstly, because the airspace is being used more intensively, and secondly, because the management of the airspace has become more complicated as a result of new forms of use. An integrated strategy is needed to overcome these challenges. AVISTRAT is the Airspace and Aviation Infrastructure Strategy of Switzerland and has been formulated in close cooperation between the authorities and the industry. The strategy is based on an architecture competition in which 5 different bodies drew up draft strategies. This made it possible to add external perspectives to the existing knowledge and experience from the aviation system. AVISTRAT has 2 focus areas: the design of the airport system in Switzerland and improving the structure and management of the airspace. It also includes underlying initiatives. The focus area relating to the design of the airport system in Switzerland aims to create an improved, coordinated system of airports throughout the country that increases economic benefits, meets the mobility requirements of the population and of business, and, as far as possible, avoids harmful impacts on people and the natural world. In order to achieve this, the national airports will be developed further to fulfill users' requirements. In addition, the cooperation, role allocation and exploitation of synergies among the regional and national airports and other aerodomes will be improved. The focus area relating to improving the structures and management of the airspace aims to meet the needs of different forms of use and make access to the airspace as simple and open as possible. The use of new technologies and automation will reduce the complexity of airspace management. This will enable the airspace to be activated and allocated more dynamically. At the same time, by gradually upgrading the technology being used, the principle of see and avoid will be expanded to become see, sense and avoid. The exploitation of all the technological options will result in greater visibility within the airspace and will increase the safety of all users. Finally, the underlying initiatives will have an influence on the basic conditions and are therefore essential for the successful implementation of the 2 focus areas. They concern safety and security, aviation policy, policy and rulemaking, innovation, research and training, digitalization and new aviation technologies. In close cooperation with the industry associations and the relevant public offices and authorities, the Federal Office of Civil Aviation will implement AVISTRAT over the years to come to ensure the safe, efficient and sustainable use of the airspace and aviation infrastructure in Switzerland. Everyone will benefit from this, including the Swiss people, the industry, the economy, the regions, the airspace users and the environment. You can find out more information about AVISTRAT at basel.admin.ch under the heading Infrastructure.